Hi, I'm Diane with Greater American Construction. Welcome to the Youth Spotlight program. We're happy you tuned in. My husband and I started Greater American Construction over 23 years ago. We are a small family-owned remodeling contractor specializing in siding, windows, and roofing. Our focus has been beautifying residential homes in and around the Spokane area. Along with our dedicated foremen, who have been with our company for an average of 13 years, we pride ourselves on customer satisfaction. We have found Spokane is still a small community and feel the clients we've partnered with over the years will remember us long after they sell their home because of our relationships we've built. Greater American Construction supports many community organizations to include Girl Scouts, the Jonah Project, Chase Youth Foundation, Gonzaga Basketball, Miss Spokane, and many others. Please enjoy the segment and call Greater American Construction for all of your windows, siding, or roofing needs. Thank you.
Hello, Youth Spotlight. My name is Brady Magruder. Welcome to the show. We have here Lydia Barnett. Thank you for coming onto the show. It's an honor to have you here. And so, Lydia, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I just turned 17 last week. Something that's really shaped me into who I am was I grew up in Morocco. I lived there for 7 years. It's in Northern Africa. So yeah, and another thing that's really important to me is my faith. I grew up in a Christian family, so I've always held that close to my heart. And yeah, so
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, you are the first person that I have ever met that has grown up in Morocco, and so I'm your biggest fan. No, I'm kidding. No, but so I understand that also Morocco has a very, very different culture, and they do a lot of things differently there. Why don't you talk about the kind of different society that you've been through and how you were raised in Morocco and just what that experience was like?
So in Morocco, people are much more modest. So I've had to learn to dress different ways, and I've gotten a lot of attention because I'm just foreign there, and so. And you just have to be careful, walking around, because you get harassed and it's hard. But yeah, so
right.
I just had to learn to adapt to the different ways of life there.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had one of those experiences where it was a little bit weird to, I don't know, walking down publicly by yourself?
Yeah. So in Morocco, there's an old city. It's called the Medina. It's really traditional, and so one time when I was 9 years old, I was walking down the Medina with my family, and I felt this guy grab my head, and he kissed me.
Oh.
And I was really scared, but then he walked in front of us, and he was all bloody and drunk, so
oh.
Just get a lot of attention there.
Yeah, that's really creepy. Yeah, don't. I mean, I get scared if I have to walk around downtown at night. I had to do that a couple months ago, and I definitely understand how that can be just creepy. Ooh. Yeah. People are weird at night, ladies and gentlemen. People are weird. No, but so you also had a different education there in Morocco.
Mm-hmm. So I went to an American school, but there is probably 95% Moroccans, so there wasn't many Americans. So yeah, it's the teachers are American and everything, so it's we're taught in English and everything, but I've taken Arabic class and French class, so I've learned the languages. I'm not fluent, but yeah. And yeah, it's just different, but I like it.
Get to learn some Arabic?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Wow. Yeah, so but also, I guess now that you have been here and you've gotten to experience the different education systems, I would just want to ask generally how you think they compare, and being somebody that grew up and experiencing in both, and of course you were younger then and now, and of course there's already multiple differences between elementary versus high school. But how would you say that they can compare, and how it was different experiences for you?
Well, there's definitely pros and cons to both. Growing up in Morocco, going to that school was just such a different experience. It's kind of hard to compare the two because they're just so different. But like, I don't know, there's a lot of riches in Morocco and there's a lot of riches here. Like, I don't know, the people are amazing in Morocco, and here, like, the teachers are amazing.
Right.
I don't know, they're just so different. It's hard to, like, compare them.
Right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely understand that. But then now that once you made that transition into America, I can only imagine how different that must have been for you, and how
Mm-hmm.
that could have had a lot of ramifications on you personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I, like, have anxiety disorder, so that was, like, definitely, like, ramped it up when
Yeah.
I moved back to America when I was 13, I think. So, yeah, I mean, it's been hard, but, like, I wouldn't trade it for anything growing up there.
Yeah, and you've now been here for like almost 5 years now.
No, so, okay, so this is kind of complicated, but
Yeah.
when I was 13, I moved back to America, and I lived here for a year. And then when I was 14, I moved back to Morocco, and I lived there for like a year. And then when I was 15, I moved back here. And now I'm 17. So,
Okay.
yeah,
So you've been here for
this is like my second
about 2 years
Yeah.
now, and you got to be here before too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can also imagine the stress from moving back
Yeah,
and
the
forth.
transition, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all of those transitionings, and so that must have really that must have been hard on your anxiety
Mhm.
and trying to work through that.
Yeah.
How have you been able to work through that all of these years?
So when I was in 9th grade living in Morocco, that's when it was like really, really bad. So like
Yeah.
I was like back in Morocco, and like so like my friend group was just kind of like, we kind of just drifted away from each other, so it was hard. I felt lonely, I was depressed, it was just hard. And like, so, and I wasn't on medication or anything, or counseling or anything, but when I moved back here, like it was still really bad, and I was at a normal like high school and everything, and I loved the school, like it was awesome, I loved the school, but like I just wasn't mentally like stable, I guess. So
Mhm.
I just couldn't do it. So then I switched schools, I got on medication, like I went to counseling, and so I've like really gotten better. But even the medication, like I was still really struggling.
Right.
And it wasn't recently until like I really like started being able to manage my anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's not really an explanation for it except for like my faith, I guess. Like I just heard God tell me to let it go, and like just not let it control my life.
Right. Exactly. And that can be so powerful for
Mhm.
you. And so you've had that strong faith
Mhm.
throughout all of your life, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So and that's been something strong that you've held both in Morocco and
Mhm.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool. How would you be able to describe how that can empower you to push through some feelings that a lot of the times you can't control?
It's just really trust. Like you
Mhm.
have to trust God, but it's hard. But like I don't know, He just really saved me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like once you have something to put your mind towards, and you have a willpower, and you have that feeling of a purpose, and for a lot of people still faith is that purpose for them, you know. And I think once people have that purpose, it makes the story entirely different. I think,
sure.
yeah, and it really helps push through feelings of depression and anxiety and a lot of emotional things that a lot of people can't control, don't know how to control, and especially when it's fresh, when you're getting it for the first time.
For sure.
Yeah, I can only imagine how difficult it must have been, just not only transitioning back and forth from America to Morocco, but also with adjusting to the different cultures of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so how would you be able to compare yourself, I guess, from, you know, maybe like back when you were first moving to America and when things were getting very heightened for you versus right here, right now?
I'm like not even the same person anymore. Like
Yeah.
that was not me when I was that anxious. Like my family would say the same thing. Like it just wasn't me. And so now I'm just like back. I'm Lydia again.
You're Lydia again, for sure. Because when you get overwhelmed with those emotions, I guess it just shuts you out from everybody else and from the world around you.
For sure.
Yeah, I can only imagine how just how stressful that must have been too.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you want to be shut off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it was really hard.
For sure, for sure. But you were able to overcome that and overpower that through your own bravery, really, and being able to talk about it and communicate about it. Like, was there any specific moments or anything that you can remember that really helped spark that and change it for you?
Well, it was this summer. I went to camp, Malibu camp. Friend Nikki over there came with me. So yeah, it was like it was at a time where we were just supposed to like have quiet time with God, and like I was like, okay, God, like I'm ready, just like speak to me. And like that's when I heard him. He was like, you need to like let go. Like anxiety is like making you miss out on so many amazing things in life. And like so yeah, that was like the big point when I was like, okay, I'm like done with this anxiety. So,
and you got that willpower. That's a really, really cool moment. I'm sure that a lot of people have had very similar moments to themselves, the moments of realization, the moments that I can do this. And I think that's super incredible. And it's very brave of you to be able to come onto this show and share your story, because especially, I mean, that was very recent. That was only this summer of 2018, at Malibu camp. And so, so how would you say, now that we're back in school, where do you go to school, by the way?
I'm doing this program called SOTAP, so it's like Running Start, but it's like heavily supported.
Right.
It's through On Track Academy. So basically, we like are at SFCC taking college courses, but there's like a teacher there like in the class with us to like help us and like take notes with us and everything. So
yeah. All right, that's awesome. So, and would you say that it's been, now that you're starting to gain more control, has there been kind of a difference in your education and stuff like that?
Yeah. So when I was like at the peak of like anxiety, like I was not motivated at all, and like that's just not me. Like I've always really cared about my grades and everything. So yeah, now like I'm much better. I'm like doing really good, and yeah, I just feel better.
Yeah, it's just a complete turnaround. It's just, I guess, in a simple way to state it, it's just bad state of being versus good state of being, you know. But that's incredible. And so I think it's great that you can be able to share your story with us. And so for anybody else that you know that is struggling with this, you know what to say, because you got to experience it. You know, you got to live through that.
Yeah, I would just say, like, don't let anxiety, like, control your life, because you're going to miss out on so many amazing things. And, like, the truth is you're the person that cares the most. Like, no one else is really focusing on you as much as you are yourself. So you just need to, like, not, like, always be caring about, like, yourself and, like, the way you, like, are seen to people, because you're really the only person that's really thinking about that.
Right. You are the only person. You know you better than anybody knows you. Exactly. And so I think that's great. And I'm sure that this Thanksgiving that was something that you could be really thankful for. I'm thankful for it right now. It was a real happy Thanksgiving, I imagine. And it's going to be a very, very Merry Christmas too. Yeah. So happy holidays to you, and happy holidays to everybody at home. I want to give a quick shout out to Greater American Construction for sponsoring this series and the partnerships down at Spokesman Review. You guys are amazing. Thank you for letting this show happen, and thank you for coming on. Very, very brave. Your story is very inspiring, and so yeah, so happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to everybody on home. I'll catch you guys in the flippity flop. See you later.